Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's I, NihonTiger, and of course you know where I am. I'm back in my mines, so I haven't quite gotten the mines fully explored yet. I just put in the stairs and extended out some of the mine shafts from where they were last week. Yeah, I'll clean this one up a little bit, but today I perhaps thought we would do a very small, very quick episode. Since we're mining now, I thought it might also be important to actually do some, I guess ore identification would be a good way to describe it. Because one of the things that's actually really important is knowing what ores you're looking at and what they do, what they're used for. I mean, it sounds like this is a super obvious thing and we shouldn't actually spend any time on it, but it's nice to be able to tell what you're looking at a moment's glance. So let me just dig around here a little bit, lay some stuff up. Like, do you know what that is? Or we know what that is. That's cool. Or how about those? What do those do? What's that? You know, what are all these various things that have spawned into the world? So I will go over as much as I can come across in this episode and kind of talk about them in detail as best as I know how to. So, without any further ado, let's get started. Oh, it's a chocobo. Alright, so our chocobo friend has left us here, but let's start off with some of the stuff that we've seen here. Now, obviously, Crackpack has your vanilla iron ore, gold ore, copper, diamond, that kind of stuff. Let's go up here to the top, and there's a couple things I want to point out since we're up here. This guy right here is the amber-bearing stone from Thaumcraft, and what that does is that drops amber, and that is used in a couple of different items. So, do I have a Thaumonomicon on me? I think I have to have one, but it's amber here is used in making these amber bricks, for example. I think those are used with the lamps, if I remember right. Oh, the amber blocks too. They look really nice. Automagi. Oh, it must be just the same blocks that are used in multiple things. So you can also see that it's used in the Thaumaturge's backpack for magic bees to make amber blocks. Botanical brewery, vial of sane thoughts. So that is a thing that we haven't touched on yet. But it's got a few small uses. You're mostly going to use it with the Thaumcraft and Thaumonomicon stuff, so it's worth grabbing now. But like I said before, we're not doing Thaumcraft stuff at the moment because I know what kind of path that leads down, and it's not a good one for me unless you like watching me do Thaumcraft stuff. Okay, this right here is aluminum ore, and this from Tinker's Construct. And aluminum ore is just basically, I think it smelts out into aluminum itself. Which are all of these various blocks. So aluminum dust, which put into a grindstone, you get the dust. Macerator, aluminum ingots. That is used. Let's see here. Can I get for aluminum brass? Make aluminum ingots out of it, obviously. Put it in the combiner to get galactic craft and aluminum ore. Let me see here with the galactic craft. I wonder. Is the what's the stuff here? So usable for beacon bases. What does aluminum brass do? Works with the knapsack, drawbridges. So a lot of Tinker's mechwork stuff is going to use the aluminum brass. So that's what it's going to be used for, as far as probably things you'll actually use. And of course, it uses the galactic craft stuff. So galactic craft. Okay, so any of the aluminum stuff that is used in the galactic craft will also use that aluminum ore. Now this is apatite, and this is something I've talked about a little bit before. Apatite is going to be used with forestry. Yeah, let's get this out here. It's mostly going to be used, so you can make some pretty blocks with it. It's mostly going to be used. Oh, pulverizer. That's interesting, actually, to put that in a pulverizer and you get a bunch of it. I will have to oh, you get sulfur too. A 10% chance. Not bad. But apatite is going to be used most importantly for this right here, the fertilizer for forestry. You take 2 sand, put apatite in the middle, and you get 8 out of it. You take a bunch of ash from forestry, which is leftover residue, and put it with some apatite, and you get 16. Of course, you can also make a stamp and box of apatite. Let's see what else it goes into. So stamps. Thermionic fabricator. So apatite electron tubes. What do those... Let's click on that and see what those get used in. Oh, that's just an item. So I guess that is an item that's used in crafting somewhere. We haven't come across what it's used for yet, but that is the other use for apatite. Now, of course, this block right here is copper ore. We've already gone across what copper goes into, but let's just real quickly go back, take a look at copper. It has a lot of uses, pretty much goes into every single copper thing. Copper electron tubes, copper gears, anything in a game that requires copper, that's your copper that you're going to use. The copper dust, let's see here, where is the copper dust? The powder dust, there's a lot of different copper dust. It's a fairly common thing to get used in all of these mod packs. Most of them have their own variations of copper. So here we go, pulverized copper. Obviously, that goes in all that stuff. Signalum blend, aluminum brass goes into that. Bronze blend, constantan. So pretty much most of your shapeless IC2. So there's bronze dust for IC2. So most of your higher alloy metals are going to use copper or tin, and that's kind of their big use. And of course, copper goes into a lot of various gears and other projects, so you want to get as much copper as you can. Alright, this right up here, this one, you saw a couple of those blocks down there too. This is the salt ore from Pam's Harvest Craft. That's basically a way to get salt naturally. So that's going to go into recipes. Like a ton of recipes will use salt, and you will have a lot of use for that. Now, these guys right over here, you've probably seen these before. These are the infused stone blocks from Thaumcraft, and breaking them drops the shards. And the shards are super useful in just about everything. In fact, even to make a basic thermometer, you're going to need at least 2 shards. So we've got 8. There are 6 different varieties. There's entropy, there's air, order, earth, fire, and water are the 6, as they kind of correspond to different elements, and the classical elements, I guess you could say. And this right here, this is just another ore. This is lead ore, goes with thermal foundation, and lead has... Okay, it's just leadstone thruster. Pulverized. Let's see if we can find it here real quick. Pulverized lead. I don't know why it was showing up. Wasn't showing up. Oh, probably because it was like on number 3 or something like that. Pulverized lead goes into item ducts here. So adding pulverized lead to item ducts makes their path link increase dramatically. A dense item duct. Interesting, and it is very much, looks like there's dense versions of all of them. Obviously makes lead ingots. Advanced RE batteries. Alloy smelter, arc furnace, you can get smelting. There's not I don't believe there is a combination that goes together with them. But I know that lead ingots get used with a lot of stuff too. Cable ingots. Redstone flux carts. So a lot of the stuff that has to do with like the flux. You can see there's 19 different uses here. MV capacitors, LV capacitors from immersive engineering. We're going to deal with these very soon. Leadstone thrusters, like the let's see here, like leadstone flux capacitors. These are actually really important. Multimeter. So there's a ton of I hear you too. Ton of uses for that. A lot of the energy cells too will use lead as a base, so they're very important to have a lot of lead on standby. And this is silver ore, so again, silver ore, pulverized silver. Oh, I hear you. You don't have to be so loud. Pulverized silver, again, doesn't have a lot of default uses. It goes into signalum, it goes into lumium, inderium, electrum grit. That's actually probably the most important use it's got. Electrum blend, vacuum. In fact, so it decreases the path length dramatically. Very interesting. And let's see here just real quick. Going with the, oh, is this pulverized tin? No, that's silver ore. That's silver ore. So just real quick with the ore identification, usually silver and lead will spawn together in chunks like this, and it's generally 4 lead for 1 silver. I've kind of found that to be the combination that I see most often. So there are some times, you see 2 silver here. You get like the inverse of that. This is probably going to be like 4 silver and 1 lead. But yeah, this is kind of a typical one where it's got like the 3, and there's probably a 4th one back there, and then actually there's some nice stuff back here. Osmium and sapphire. I'll get to those in a moment. Had to pause there for a moment, but you'll kind of see them together in bunches like that, probably down around this kind of little, like right over there. See that bunch right over there? That's 4 silver ingots, and then there's 1 lead one right there. And that's kind of how you see them arranged a lot of the time. Okay, very quickly, just want to point this out too. Tinker's Construct adds these oreberry bushes underground and overground as well, but they're more common underground in caves. Each of these produces a berry. Do I have my bucket with me? I don't have my water with me, so I can't really go out there. Oh, there's one upstairs. But the various berry bushes produce berries, and those berries are able to be combined and distilled down. So let's take a look at the berries real quick. Berry, so let's see, like the tin ore berry. Actually, hardened satchel. Oh, interesting. But you can take 9 of them and get a single ingot out of it. That's the most common use. It looks like they might also, have some use in crafting a few other things too. That's interesting. I didn't realize that. Are they stand-ins? Oh yeah, they're stand-ins for regular tin, like tin nuggets. They kind of work in the same manner as that. Okay, so this right here, this is a sapphire ore, and from it drops a sapphire. This is from Project Red Exploration, and the sapphires, as I've got right here, and click on that right way. The sapphires are basically, there's not a whole lot to them. You can make a sapphire sickle, you can make a sapphire pickaxe, obviously chestplate, pants. They offer some protection, a little bit, 8 and 6. Compare that to, actually they offer a little bit more than iron, so probably, what's diamond level? Is it the same as diamond? Is it basically like a cheaper way than diamond? Because these are a little more common. Yeah, you're basically getting diamond level protection, but you have less durability out of it. So that's interesting to keep in mind. But I was going to actually show one more thing I found, that the sapphire in particular has a unique use for. And that is this electric screwdriver from Project Red Expansion. Requires an iron ingot, a sapphire, and a battery. So only the sapphire seems to work with at least this version of it. There may be other electric screwdrivers. Let me take a look here. I've not played around with Project Red, so screwdriver. No, it's just going to be the sapphire. So the sapphire has a specific use. That's actually kind of interesting. And this right here is yellowite ore from big reactors. There's also uranium in this pack. It looks like all of the uraniums, yellowite ores, things like that will smelt down to just the yellowite dust. So you're not going to get separate things for uranium in this pack. But yellowite, obviously you see you can use Tinker's Construct to smelt that down, get some yellorium stuff in here. But yellorium dust is going to be used specifically to make the yellorium ingots. And those are used for fuel rods, reactor casings, pretty much all the important stuff in big reactors. So if you're looking to set up a little reactor to power your... Oh, there's some sapphires up here. Looking to set up a big reactor to power your lovely base, this is the stuff you want to look for. And right over here, we've got some ruby. Let's just go ahead and dig this up real quick. Again, Project Red adds a bunch of different. Let's see, Project Red Exploration adds in a bunch of different gems that you can find. So let's take a look here. See if we can find. We got ruby, sapphire, peridot. Is there anything unique that we can do with the peridot? Oh, peridot saw. So it looks like each of these has got a unique item that can be crafted from the block. What is rubies? Ruby saw. Okay. So it looks like the screwdriver is exclusive to sapphire. Ruby and peridot have saws that you can make. I think you can use them to cut blocks. There's some old-fashioned gold, some iron, a little more sapphire. Let's see if we can find anything else down here. Oh, actually, I was going to talk about this. This stuff right here, osmium from Mechanism. Osmium is going to be kind of your base metal for Mechanism. It's going to be something that you will get sick of having to find because it goes into everything. Pretty much into everything in Mechanism. Let's see if I can find it. There's a ton of stuff from Mechanism. Compressed obsidian. Let's take a look at osmium real quick. Let's just take a look at osmium. But yeah, osmium, like the other things, can be smelted down into various other metals. And metallurgic diffuser, you get a basic control circuit. Mechanism shift. Look at this, 18 pages of stuff to do. Steel casings, walkie-talkie, factory installers, gauge droppers, anything interesting. There's got to be some interesting stuff here, I'm sure. Gas spreading generators, heat generators, all kinds of things. Wind generators. So obviously the tools. Some of the advanced combining factories. The advanced factories all use osmium ingots. Metallurgic infuser is actually probably one of the important things that we want to make in Mechanism. Oh. I hear you dying out there, Creeper. You're not coming to me. But like the metallurgic infuser is probably the big thing that you're going to make with Mechanism. We'll get more into that when we come across more Mechanism things to deal with. Oh, excuse me, bat. Out of the way. So, we have some things of interest down here. Now, this right here, this is cinnabar ore. And, oh, bat, please. Cinnabar ore is from Thaumcraft. And those of you who have played that before know exactly what it does. It is the way you get Quicksilver out of pretty much everything. Other than finding plant-based ways to do it. But I prefer not to do that because it's a little more of a hassle. So Quicksilver, obviously, shimmer leaves, I actually like those. So I don't usually do that. But yeah, cinnabar ore smelts down into Quicksilver. You can also get it from native cinnabar clusters, which are obtained through the trade process. And Quicksilver itself goes into a lot of different things, most importantly mirrored glass. And mirrored glass will be used for many, many other things when we get to crafting. Soon, my pretties, soon. This right here is just ferrous ore, and that is the nickel ore that we've been dealing with. So this is what it looks like. And of course, that's lapis. Got your basic iron, some more gold, some redstone down there. And then we've got this right here. This is called electrotine. It's from Project Red, and I have never touched this before. So I know what it looks like. It looks like basically blue redstone, which is kind of weird. I guess it has a lot of uses in Project Red because I was taking a look at it here real quick. Electrotine. You can see it's got a nice little block to it. Just a bunch of powder. So it's kind of basically, at least visually, it's a recolored redstone block. But what we've got here is electrotine can be used in a couple of different combinations. Now you can make the battery out of it to make the electric screwdriver, so that's actually one important use for it. You can also make this electrotine iron compound and an electrotine silicon compound, which uses silicon from Project Red core or an iron ingot, depending on what you want to craft. There's also an electrotine alloy ingot, which is actually made from smelting down an electrotine iron compound. So I guess you kind of like rub the electrotine on the iron, and that's how it works. I don't know. I'm kind of not used to it, but that smelts down, and just that's all that does is that smelts down into this electrotine alloy. And then that is used for a lot of other Project Red stuff, like an inductive furnace, gas electrotine generator, battery box. So it looks like power sources, and I'm guessing the electrosilicon is basically the same as this smelts down. Yep. So that is used for all of these various things, copper coils. So all of the Project Red power stuff is going to use electrotine to make electrotine alloys and a bunch of other stuff. So one of the other things that you'll find down here in the caves is not an ore, as I put some of my stuff away real quick here, but you'll find various mushrooms from Botania down here, and it's a nice easy way to find them. They're fairly common and not too. There's a nice diversity of them, I guess is what I should say. There's not too many of the same ones down here that repeat, but you will find a pretty good diversity down here. Trying to see if there's anything else I'm forgetting about. I know I'm probably forgetting some stuff that we'll come across. Oh, this is the the slime under. Oh, this is what we can get. All these hives. These require a scoop to break, which I don't have. I don't have one on me, but oh, there's a skelly bopper. Hi. Oh, hi. There's a king slime as well. Oh, stop shooting me. Stop shooting me, fiery skeleton, please. Oh, crap. No. Oh, God. I'm in trouble. Help. Heal. This is bad. Oh, this is fun. Stop it. Damn it. Ow. Concussion creeper. Not a fun way to break in a new life. Ow. Oh, I knew I'd forget something. See those crystal things over there? Those are from Applied Energistics 2, and those are Certus Crystal Quartz. And what those do is they have a use in all kinds of fun Applied Energistics things. So there's two types. There's Certus Quartz and Charged Certus Quartz. Now, I can't remember if there's a visual indicator when you get the Charged Certus Quartz of if it's got a... It's sulfur, huh? I don't know why I have that, but it can't be good. Go away, please. Go the hell away. Yeah, I was gonna say, Certus Quartz has two types. Son of a butt. You know what? Go in the sludge. Go in the sludge and die. Go in the sludge and die. Both of you. Okay. Well, that was the thing that happened. So, as I was about to say, Certus Quartz has a bunch of uses. There's Charged Certus Quartz, which has a slightly different hue to it because it's got like charged energy. There's also a pure Certus Quartz crystal. Drop from a Certus Quartz seed made from Certus Quartz dust. Oh, drop a Certus Quartz seed made from Certus Quartz and dust into a pot of water. Oh, okay, so that's for growing them. All right. Charged Certus Quartz can be found in the world semi-rarely. Appears next to normal Certus Quartz, except it sparkles. Okay, it does sparkle. That's important. That's important to know. So, Sturgis Quartz itself is used in a bunch of tools, so cutting knives, quartz grindstone. That's actually, the grindstone's really useful in the beginning. I didn't make one, but when you don't have a, go away zombie, when you're starting out and you don't have the tools to make a pulverizer, you can make a quartz grindstone instead, and it will pretty much serve the same purpose on a very low-tech end. A lot of people will use that. It kind of works like the Kern in TFC. Let's see, what else does it do? So storage components for applied energistics as well. Those are incredibly important and incredibly useful, and I don't know if we'll ever get to them because AE2 has never really been my jam. So I've never really charged staff, huh? Meteorite company. Oh, that's actually kind of cool. I guess that tells you where the meteorites land. Oh, so that's where that meteorite came from. It's an AE2 thing. You know, you learn more things playing this mod pack every day. But let me grab those. But yeah, as far as mods go, I've never really been much of an AE kind of guy. So I know some of you might be expecting to see like all kinds of crazy applied energistic stuff. I wouldn't put my money on it because, like I said, never really been my thing. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to be doing with that. We're going to get my stuff back right now. You know, we're going to get my stuff back because I'm angry at this game. And when I'm angry, I do what I want. Okay. And suddenly, I thought for a moment there, I thought the world was like, it's a blood moon! There's blood moon in this! That would be bad. I am actually going through the last stage of grieving right now. As in grieving for all my crap because it's at the bottom of this stupid pool of sludge. This was just supposed to be a fun, informational thing, and now it's gotten out of control. Hey! There we go. Finally got all my stuff out. Now can I... Oh, my grave is blocking the sludge. So... I must be somewhat careful with all of this. Okay. I think we're good now. Yeah! We got all our crap back. Woo! Great. Alright, so let's keep this all blocked up and never come back down here again. Yay! Well, what did we learn today? I think that we learned about all of the wonderful auras that are available in this game. I think we got through most of them, right? Oh, we didn't talk about the hives real quick. Let's talk about the hives real quick, and then we'll end this episode. The hives are from Extra Bees and Forestry, and they have to be broken with a scoop, which we've never made a scoop, but it's really simple to make. It's like 4 or 6 sticks and a piece of wool. If you're wondering why the king slime keeps showing up, it's because there's a king slime on one of those slime islands. I think it's that one, because it seems to be anytime I'm under that one or looking at that one, it triggers that thing. We'll kill him eventually. We'll get you eventually, king slime. Because you are a pain in the butt. But oh, is there a zombie horse out here? Yeah. I think there's a zombie horse out here. Oh, it's a zombie skeleton man. But the once you break them with a scoop, you get the bees inside, and the bees inside are the kind that can be used with forestry and whatnot. So I want to kill. Sir, I want to kill you. Where are my arrows at? Alright, sir. Come at me. But yeah, the bees can be found in all different kinds of biomes, including underground. And most of the ones you'll find underground are the extra bees, rock bees. They spawned. Crap. Well, I thought we had something cool. Thought we had something really cool to end the episode with. We're going to get a zombie horse. And now we're not, because it despawned. Awesome. Yeah, this has just been a great episode, hasn't it? I hate this game so much. Anyways, well, now that I'm done crying, thank you for hanging out. We got to do some ore stuff today. I hope I gave you at least a basic understanding of what ores to look out for. Zombie horse. It's okay. It's okay. But yeah. See you soon with another Crackpack episode. We're gonna make some power stuff, I think. Bye. I'm gonna cry myself asleep now. Oh, it's morning. Okay. Stop being sad.